And then you had Ryan Day, Ohio State head coach. You get a win, you steal a win. That's exactly what they did. They stole a win there. The call to win the game, to end the game there was, you want a great team to hang in there. And they did. They didn't have Marvin Harrison. He got banged up there. Notre Dame was the better team. But better team doesn't always win. And Lou Holtz had some things to say pregame where he was talking about Ohio State wasn't tough enough to win a game like this. Well, Lou Holtz used to coach at Notre Dame. I know he was an assistant coach at Ohio State. He was a head coach at Notre Dame. He won a national title. Well, who do you think he's going to take? Well, that bothered Ryan Day. Here he is after the win.
Toughness, that's it. Physicality, across the board, finish it off, having guts. I like to know where Lou Holtz is right now. What he said about our team, I cannot believe. This is a tough team right here. We're proud to be from Ohio, and it's always been Ohio against the world, and it'll continue to be Ohio against the world. But I'll tell you what, I love those kids, and we got a tough team.
What did they prove to you tonight in this victory that you'll take away and run with?
Everybody's questioning these kids all the time. We had one bad half the last couple of years. That's it. These guys are warriors right here to come back and win. This kid right here to come back in the second half and win. I'm emotional about this for a reason. I love them. When someone attacks your family, to come in and win like this is special. It's a great win for our program and a great win for Ohio State.
Okay, Ryan. First of all, people question you against Michigan. That's what they question. I don't know if they're saying you're not tough enough to beat Notre Dame. We have questioned Notre Dame's toughness for a long, long time. Their overall talent for a long, long time. And Lou Holtz is, 80 years of age? And he's 86. And he's the one firing your team up? And, of course, Lou Holtz is going to – I don't know. Were you upset that Vince Vaughn took Notre Dame in the pregame, too?
Yeah.
Old school sucked. Yeah.
O'Hara?
I never liked Vince Vaughn. But, yes, we're questioning if your team can win these big games. Enjoy. This is 60 seconds after you just won a game. Dramatic fashion. Unbelievable setting. And you're calling out Lou Holtz. Yes, Paul.
Can we play the start of that again? He almost went Howard Dean on us. He almost went, we're going to Oklahoma? We're going to New Hampshire?
It's Ohio against everybody against us.
Toughness, that's it. Physicality, across the board, finish it off, having guts. I like to know where Lou Holtz is right now. What he said about our team, I cannot believe.
Okay. All right. Beat Michigan, okay? That's all anybody cares about. All right, you won the game. Who was favored in that game?
I think,
Was Ohio State favored by 3?
I thought they were favored by 2.5. I got checked.
Yeah, okay, so why is this shocking? Like, he makes it seem like they shocked the world. They didn't play well. Notre Dame didn't play well enough. They had so many opportunities where this wouldn't have been close. Ohio State stayed in there, ran the football, got an opportunity with that last drive. Notre Dame didn't have 11 guys on the field for the final 2 plays. Yeah, Notre Dame lost that game. In my opinion, plain and simple, lost that game. But if you're an Ohio State fan, you breathe a sigh of relief. But it still comes down to what? Beating Michigan. That's it. And your toughness has been exploited, or lack thereof, against Michigan. And I think that, Lou Holtz is going to call out Ohio State. Okay. I mean, he's 86. Here's the other one with Lee Corso. That Lee Corso was talking about Washington State and Oregon State. By the way, awesome game. Awesome. Loved it. But he was talking about, and I want to make sure that I get it right because it feels like a lot of people are getting it wrong. And so the No One Watches Bowl. That's what they thought Lee Corso said. From what I took from it when I watched this live, the No One Wants Us Bowl. That's what he said, that nobody wants them. They're the only 2 Pac-12 teams that are left. And what Coach Corso was saying was right. I got Peter King calling him out. Ryan Leaf called him out. And I'm going, guys, I mean, Lee Corso is in his 80s as well. And maybe you didn't pick up that word, and maybe you thought the no one watches us bull. I thought he said no one wants us bull. Yes,
The
Eden.
big weekend for beating up on octogenarians.
Yeah.
Huh?
Who else?
If you're 86 plus,
Yeah.
you better keep your
We're
mouth
coming
shut.
after you.
Dick Van Dyke's going to call out Alabama. Dick Van Dyke, well, he's 96. Huh?
Jeepers creepers.
Man, what Norman Lear said about Colorado. You got to be Mel Brooks.
What he said?
Yeah, Paulie.
I want to go back to Notre Dame for a second. I think that might be my worst loss of the weekend. Notre Dame gets the ball back with like 4 minutes, first down.
And running the football.
So they stopped Ohio State two times, 3rd and 1, 4th and 1. Great stop by Notre Dame's defense. They get the ball. They're running down their throat. On first down, they pass, and Hartman gets sacked. And then they pass again, and then they run it, and they left Ohio State a lot of time. Yeah. Man, your running game was just crushing them. Esteem, he was just crushing them.
Just run the football.
Yeah, don't get creative.
Don't let the clock stop.
That's one of those games I think that might have an impact at the end of the season when Notre Dame's 5th and they're watching the playoffs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know.
Bothers me.
I don't know. They had their opportunities. They did. But Ohio State, big call there at the end of the game. I was like, all right, here we go. And that was tough football. It would help if you had 11 players there and maybe another defensive lineman. But they missed out. 2 plays where they're like, they have 10 guys out there. Don't you normally, safety, he counts? I thought that happens normally. You go out there and you just, when there's substitutions, making sure you have the right number of players. Yeah, Paul.
Yeah, Freeman, the head coach, said afterwards they realized it at the last second, and they were worried that if they ran a guy out there, they might get a legal procedure.
But that's the 3rd down. There was one more down.
Yeah.
Like they missed it on 2 times.
And the spot they ran it to was where the missing guy was.
Yes. I'm going, okay. But that's, Lou Holtz, you better shut your pie hole.
I just saw this on Twitter. Maya Angelou's calling out the Georgia defensive line.
Okay. All
she
right.
says they're overrated.
I get it. Yes, Marv, do you have something to add to this?
I sure don't.
Okay.
I don't want to call any older people.
No, don't. Respect your elders, okay?
Unless they talk bad about you and they question your toughness, then you know what? It's on.
Or you misconstrue what they had to say.
Like, just eat your Jell-O and shut your mouth.
I mean,
Dang.
would
Oh.
Dang, Marvin.
Wait, what I said? Huh?
Say it to my grandma's face.
Marvin.
Hold on, let me put my teeth in.
Yeah.
Dang.
Lee Corso is about the positivity of college football. He's not a mean-spirited guy. Yes, Seton.
And apparently Ryan Day's a little sensitive about those losses to Alabama, Georgia, Clemson, and Michigan. Twice. Because
Teams that were more physical than them?
Yes.
Yeah.
That apparently he's still a little upset about those.
Because Ohio State was about physicality, and then that changed. They wanted to be more like the SEC. They wanted to get those athletes. They wanted to have I go back to when Florida played Ohio State in the national title game, and we were there, and I thought, man, Ohio State's got to change. And they did. They did after that. They became more athletic. And that's what Urban Meyer brought there. Yes, Paulie.
That 4th and 1, Ohio State ran a jet sweep. And I remember just being shocked. Like, that's, if you grow up on Ohio State football, a jet sweep on 4th and 1 when you need 1 yard, you're like, that's not what, this is not 50 years ago, but man, it was weird.
Yeah.